How about that? How about that?
Do you like the picture I chose for the end? That's so unsettling.
No,
Yeah.
but yes. That's so
I just
weird.
like how it zooms in on it, like at
Yeah,
an
right.
uncomfortable angle and away from our faces.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we have an intro.
I mean, I'm gonna keep working on it, but
Same.
I want to try. I want to see what I can do in CapCut. But like the iMovie trailers are just a lot more fun because they give you all of like that Flash animation that I don't know how to create.
Yeah,
Is it
right. You got to
Flash still?
start.
Probably not Flash. Is it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
Shockwave.
Yeah.
This is Shockwave. Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Like, we don't have one the ability or two the time to
Yeah.
design something from scratch.
Yeah. Until we
But that
get,
looked good.
more than 2 viewers, we have to keep our day jobs.
Once we hit 3, then we can.
Once we get to, yeah, I mean, 5 is a nice round number. I think 5 is enough to say this is caught on, and no, I'm not going to work anymore.
Something more than 2 for sure.
I'll just go to work
Uh,
one last time to give everyone the finger and say, "So long, suckers. Never liked any of you. Who needs you?"
yeah, why really go out? Really go
Yeah,
out, blaze of glory.
yeah,
Well, those look good.
yeah.
I'm digging
I
the
love the
song, man.
countdown.
I fucking love that song.
The one, did you make
I
it?
think, yeah, I did. I think it's good, man.
It's great. I love it. I was jamming to it, and I assumed you made it. Really good. Can we
Nice.
play that in the background? No, we can't. Right?
Yeah, I can upload it. I'll have it ready for next time.
Cool.
But
Cool.
yeah, we'll play it in
Probably
the
be it for me
background.
to ask you to do a real time upload.
I did this one. Well, listen,
Walk the
my
ducks.
my internet.
Yeah.
I did this one. This is mine.
I got some feedback after the last episode that the listeners could not hear the music we were talking about.
All right, I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud.
That it sounds too loud to us, like a little bit too loud to us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it
That's the right
there.
volume. That's fine. Yeah.
It's all good.
Shout out
Um,
Chris Jennings gave me that feedback. Chris Jennings in Austin, Texas.
that sounds like a. Is it KRIS?
No, it's not. It's a CH.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could go
Yeah.
either way. I can see.
His
I can
wife
see
is a K.
Chris.
His wife
Okay.
is named Conica.
Chris?
K.
Okay.
Not Chris. No, Chris and Chris. That'd be pretty great.
Does that
No, she's
immediately
Conica.
just? By the way, does that immediately disqualify you from getting married to someone with the same name as you, just
Or
even
you'd-
spelled differently?
You'd have to really like them. You'd have to
I mean, but
really
that's
like that person.
that's pretty harsh, right? You're like, I can't even get to know you in that level because
Hi, I'm
we have
Chris,
the
and
same
this is
name.
my wife, also Chris. Yeah,
There's
there's got to be some other thing going on that's very, very exciting to go through a lifetime of that. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm sticking with that one. If I met a female, what would it be? JHGHOSH.
gosh, it's a hard. It's GH, but it's pronounced a hard G.
Hi, I'm Josh, and this is my wife. Gosh, I can live with that actually.
It would be tough if you were Chris and Chris back when people had house phones and
Yeah.
you'd get a phone call. I'd like to speak with Chris. Like, which Chris?
Yeah, but or you'd
The
get
woman,
speaking.
male or female? Male or female Chris?
Yeah, this is Chris. No, the other Chris. Ah, okay, she's not here. Hey, what did you think about the copy? I guess it's called on the intro, because I have it up in
Copy.
front of me. If we want to change it, the words. Is it called copy? Or is that just for an
Oh.
advertisement?
The whole thing makes me uncomfortable, so it's fine. I'm not gonna offer any notes.
No notes.
No notes. It's all you, man. I
I mean,
listen.
I put that in, and I did not put much thought into the words. I just kind of put them in as placeholders to see what it would look like, and then just left it.
Fine. I think yeah. Again, it's one of these things where if one of us is doing it, the other person just let them do it. It don't. Let's not.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
not
not
try
note
to.
each other to death. My favorite part was the credits. Did you ever read the names?
I saw Allison's name on there.
She did casting.
Okay.
I initially had it as her sister, who did casting for a little bit. Our executive producer is my brother-in-law, who is an executive producer in real life, Brett Whites. Music by
let's look at him.
T-Pain
Hang on.
Okay.
Do you have him pulled up?
Yeah, I can share it
Yeah, share it.
just in case people didn't get a good look at how fucking clever we are. Let's see, I'll make it a little bigger. Or I guess I can
Peter
just do this.
Oh wow, Peter Thiel was involved. Whoops.
Oh, it's playing now. Hold on.
Oh, it's got all the. Okay, so it's. I see.
Yeah, I can type them in. So I gave you a
Production designer. Okay.
I gave you production designer.
Wardrobe by Joseph Bank. Nice.
Yeah. And then I gave you a writing credit as well.
Who was I just talking to about that? I think it was last weekend we were talking about the old menswear places and Joseph Bank, and that Men's Warehouse has kind of changed their vibe a little bit.
Oh,
Right?
yeah?
It's actually I guess nicer now. They're not selling the boxy suits like they used to. Joseph Bank.
It will never not be funny to me that that anyone in retail and clothing retail had a buy one get 6 suits free model.
The best one was buy one suit, get however many free, and a free Android phone.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's actually a good promotion. Who needs 8 suits at a time?
I did. Man, when I was working at Enterprise.
I guess you did. Yeah, you did.
Washing cars on those motherfuckers. Are you kidding me?
How was the quality of the Joseph A. Bank suit?
They weren't great. But again, I wore them like
Yep.
crazy. I got good use out of them.
Yeah.
And the seats would always wear out in the pants. But the jackets I never really wore, so they were fine. But yeah, just not great. But who cared? They were cheap, man. And I was making nothing. I needed to wear suits. I wore suit and tie every day of my career for the first 7 years out of school. Fridays included, jacket and tie every day.
So I actually was having this conversation with a coworker on Monday. I've come full circle. I would love to wear a suit every day now. Let me finish. Can I finish? Can I finish? It's a Ross Perot reference.
You're welcome.
Matthew McConaughey once said he was being interviewed after he did Dallas Buyers Club, and they asked him about how much weight he lost for the role and how that changed his life. And he said, "We spend so much time thinking and ruminating on what we're gonna eat. To be free from that, let my mind go to places." It was such a good McConaughey answer. Same thing. We spend so much time thinking and ruminating on what we're gonna wear. Like putting together an outfit for work now is not fun. There's like a huge range. You can go casual all the way to sport coat and jeans, I think is probably the acceptable range. And it's overwhelming. Number one, I like the pocket access in suits. I like pockets here, and then you got your pants pockets, which are kind of unburdened. You know, I don't like going in with a heavy load every day. My pants loaded down with all the stuff I have in my pockets, my phone. You know, it's too much.
Who does?
So I like that. And it's the easiest outfit in the world to pick out. You just grab a suit, grab a shirt, grab a tie. Easy.
That's fair. I get that. But
And you look nice in every stage. You look nice in the morning when you're all buttoned up and buttoned and, you know, ties up. And then you look good when you got the sleeves rolled up and you're in the senator meeting with the union leader look. You can gesture with your hands.
Did you see what happened yesterday in the Senate when the Senate met with the union leader?
Yeah, Bernie Sanders is the best. Did you see it? No, sit down. No, you're U.S. senators. Sit down. He's just like an old Jewish dad. Stop it.
Behave yourselves.
Driving me nuts. Behave yourselves.
That's a really good impression, man. That was funny.
Is it good, Bernie Sanders?
Yeah.
You have to be Jewish to do it.
That's true. Understood.
Yeah. No, I don't mean like that.
Right.
I just mean it's got. Yeah, you get it. Sit down. You're U.S. senators. No.
No.
No, we're not going to be fighting in this chamber.
How great would it be if he was like, you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Yeah, rip each other's throats out. I don't give up.
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Aaron Rodgers because that's something that you feel passionate
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, man. Ooh, I just don't know how to feel about him anymore. I mean, oh boy, he really. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Gets on my nerves on a way that look, he's incredible, great quarterback, but he's weird, and like what he does annoy me. What is he doing? How is he able to come back from an ACL injury? Remember when Kobe hurt his ACL when he was like
Achilles.
Achilles. Sorry, thank you. Remember when
Yeah.
Kobe hurt his Achilles when he was like 35 and everyone thought it was the end of his career, and it kind of was.
No, but
Okay,
I understand that's a serious injury. You know, Kevin Durant also did too, right?
Yes.
That was very grotesque in public. You can actually see that one happen. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's just he looks he's walking. I don't know how long it takes to recover from an Achilles. He's saying he's going to come back this year.
So he's going to come back in mid-December. That's a month away.
That's a lot. You know, he's going to come back and then immediately get hurt again. And then that'll be it. The guy's 40, right? He's in his 40s?
I think he's 38 or 39. Yeah. Far too old to be recovering that quick. So then what's he doing?
Right.
What kind of vampire blood serum is he?
Well, that's always
I saw him on that. Yeah.
That's his thing, right? He goes and he says, well, I do these darkness retreats and I have these alternative forms of medicine. And every time in the history of mankind in professional sports, when someone says that, they get busted for doping.
Exactly.
Shortly thereafter.
Exactly.
And he's probably close enough to the end of his career. He's like, I'm just going to try. And if I get caught,
why wouldn't he?
I'm done.
Why wouldn't he? He has unlimited resources. And not only that, he's put out the beacon for all of the science denier weirdos. So he's getting people coming to him who know that he's like very receptive to alternative anything, saying, look at this thing I got cooked up. Whoever the Balco is of today is definitely like knows they can get a meeting with Aaron Rodgers. But he went on Pat McAfee right after he got hurt and was talking about it and like did the whole, I just have a different mindset. Yeah. You tell me when you think I should come back, and I'm going to come back sooner. It's like, well, yeah, sure, but you can't will your Achilles to heal quick. I'm sorry, you just can't. Right? So like, you're doing something, and this is going to look very silly once we all find out. Your mindset's different. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't imagine being that. I watch football now as a 41-year-old, and I see these guys get hit, and I'm like, fuck that, man. I would never in my life do that again. Like, I would maybe play football, and then all of a sudden you get hit once, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. This is good. The guy weighs 300 pounds. He just landed on me. I'm not. I'm
Never
I'm
played
an
football.
adult.
Like, I've never been tackled. I don't know what it feels like.
It kind of sucks, right? It's not fun.
It doesn't seem great.
And
But
those
I
guys
mean-
get hit really hard. And watching Tom Brady at the end of his career just get knocked, even just like pushed, and he falls and like, I gotta fall down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I gotta get up. I'm in my 40s, man. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I think it'll be interesting for sure. But
I don't
yeah,
like
I
him.
know. I know you don't.
I will be excited to watch him come back though and play. Like I find that it's good TV, but other than that, no thanks.
Well, I've got another thing.
Oh, real
that
quick.
We need to, yeah, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Shira. Today is Shira's birthday.
Hey.
Yeah.
HBD.
Hold on, let me put a
Meant to do this one. There we go. Happy birthday, Shira.
You know what
She said
Shira's middle name is?
Esther.
Nicely done. Esther the
birthday, Shira,
Detester.
Esther. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, next
So
one.
anyway, happy birthday, Shira. Yeah.
An idea for next time. I think we should. Do you know what your Myers-Briggs, whatever personality
Go ahead.
is?
Not only do I know it, I believe I have my full report within arm's reach right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I'm an
let's-
ENFJ. Yeah.
Let's not talk about it right now because I don't know what mine is, and maybe I need to take it. Is that something that you can do online? I haven't done a lot
I
of
think you have to
research.
pay for it. Or if I remember, because like I got mine through Amazon. They did.
Okay.
And I remember going to the website to take the test, and you had to put in like a code to unlock. It was either the full test or the full analysis or something, but I think you can do something for free.
Okay.
Like, I think you can get
Even
a
if
general sense of who you are.
If it costs $20 to get the whole thing, I'll do it. No problem.
That
and then
that shit it works. Like, it's real.
Okay. Well,
Are you a believer?
I don't know. I've never done it. So,
Well, you came up with the idea, so you were thinking that.
so I actually didn't come up with the idea. My wife did, Sarah.
Oh, good idea,
Because
Sarah.
she's into it. She's into it as well, and we were talking about it. Like, that's something that we should definitely we can spend a show talking about.
Yeah,
Find all the
it's-
terrible people in history that have that share the same personality, Myers-Briggs.
Oh, that
as,
would be
each
fun.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never
I know
thought
it'd be
about
fun.
that. Yeah.
You got to compare. That's it, and then we'll rank, and then we'll get a starting 5,
Like you.
and then compete them. I'm sure they're not the same.
Oh, ours, me and you?
Yeah,
No chance.
not even close.
You think you're an introvert?
Yes, I know that. I had realized that I wish much earlier in life, but I definitely understand that now about myself.
Introvert with extrovert skills.
You can play the role, right?
Yeah.
You can perform as an extrovert, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
And
Starting to
that's,
wonder
you know,
if I'm an introvert too. I'm very, very happy and comfortable spending time on my own, and I almost prefer it.
the difference that I see is when you go out, are you comfortable?
Got it.
Or, for me, are you comfortable just like existing at a bar or in a social situation with a bunch of people?
Okay.
Or
then
do
yeah,
you
I'm an
need to
extrovert.
are you comfortable? Does that like give you energy, or do you have to like play the role of someone who? And for me, it's always the latter.
I think as I've gotten older, it's not that I'm uncomfortable. It's that I need time to recharge afterwards. Like I like it so much that I get overwhelmed. It's a lot of
Okay.
stimulation. So I don't know what that means, but I need to like after intense periods of socializing, I need to go away,
Yeah.
be by myself, and do a darkness
It-
retreat.
Well, you're an E, so clearly you're an extrovert, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what that means?
Yeah, that's yep, it is.
Well,
I
there it
think
is.
the J is for Josh.
J. Yeah, that makes sense.
Extrovert, not funny, Josh.
All right. Well, let's move it along.
Okay.
Do that Myers Briggs. Let me do some research and see if I can get myself one.
Yeah, actually, the one I have is called a Enneagram, which I think is Myers Briggs. Let me just do a quick Google. An Enneagram of personality.
It's the Amazon Basics version of Myers Briggs testing.
Amazon's recommends. Oh, I don't know if Enneagram is part of Myers Briggs, but anyway, I know my Myers Briggs too.
Okay, good enough.
Yep.
All right. This is gonna be a good one. I was doing a little. Just
you did a little prep.
Little bit, right? So here we are. You know what I noticed? We did exit 7. Okay. There is. I don't know how infrequent it is where you are taking an exit off of an interstate and it's not to another state route or right. I don't know what the difference is between these two signs and what that means, but there's no numbered road. There was nothing at exit 7, right? There was really nothing there.
You went right onto a side street.
Nobody is driving through either of these places
right
to get anywhere. Those are the people who live there. They're going. Those are the only ones going to that bar. You know, exit 14, different story. Mason, this is it.
The metropolis.
It's the metropolis that is. What is it? Mason.
Okay, so I'm getting truck stop vibes. Like this is a truck stop town, because that's how towns are formed, right? They were formed on railroads or on rivers, and some of them have been formed at truck stops.
Agreed. I mean, people gotta transportation, right? It's always rivers or whatever, and I'm getting a lot of seeing a lot of churches here. The one thing I did want to look at here is the Hands and Feet Ministries.
Let's get into that.
You know, there's a couple other Church of God, Waynesburg, Nazarene Church, Hands and Feet Ministries. So
this is like a real community then. You've got multiple churches. You got hands, you got feet.
Hospital. EMS.
2.6 stars. Who rates a hospital? My brother went in and died. 1 star.
Right. He's like, well, yeah, the hospital 1 star. Or my brother went in dying and lived, but the snack shop was out of M&Ms. 3 stars.
4 stars.
Raven Stewart.
Speaking of hospital gift shops, my mom had a procedure recently, and my sisters and I were like stretching our legs a little bit. It was in Pittsburgh. It was at one of the UPMC places. And in the gift shop, there was a shot glass set with Shakespearean insults on them at a hospital gift shop. And it was like, you're a horn-speckled toad, or, scallywag, wanton frisker. They were
shot
like
glass.
All weird like that. Yeah, shot glasses. Yeah, I think I took a picture of it if you want to see them.
You know what? I feel as though the hospital gift shop, they should only have flowers, and if they want knickknacks, they should just go to the thrift store and pick it up.
I found it already.
Get whatever. Okay, let's see it. Because then we want to talk about DJ Dave Event Services. Yeah. It's open at 10 a.m.
Anchor
Elvish
blossom.
marked abortive rooting hog. Holy shit.
A fusty nut with no kernel. You Banbury cheese.
It's
The
great.
most pathetical nit. All right.
So I assume she bought those.
Nah, I just took a picture. Just as good.
She didn't buy them. Okay.
No, she didn't buy them.
DJ Dave Event Services.
Event services. Okay, let's see this.
The world of DJ retail DJ stores is one that we've both experienced a little bit in life. They are fucking hilarious, man. They really are.
Because it's someone who, it's kind of like if you can't do it, teach.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they
Yeah.
probably didn't make it as a DJ. So
Yeah.
they're now selling DJ equipment to the next generation who views whatever their generation did as absurd and cringy.
I tell this
Like Rockin'
story.
Bob?
Rockin' Bob's DJ Warehouse. I think it was Rockin' Bob's DJ Warehouse. And
There you go.
I bought, when I was in high school, I decided I wanted to be a DJ, like a live DJ, graduation parties.
Yeah, but you know, you were way
whatever.
over that curve, man. Like many
It-
people
well-
think they're DJs now.
To be fair, it was the barrier to entry was significant back then, right?
Yeah,
I
it
was
wasn't a
lucky
laptop.
I was lucky enough to have some help to buy this shit. And then once you buy it, it's like, well, now I know a DJ and he'll travel and he'll whatever. So anyway, it worked out. I did a bunch of gigs, but I used to go to Rockin'
Yeah, you
Bob's. And this is before you could even burn CDs. So you'd have to go buy CDs that had the latest songs. And the best part about Rockin' Bob was that he also employed a guy named Big Ed. And Big
I
Ed,
remember Big Ed.
Big Ed was a big dude, man. He probably weighed close to 400 pounds.
Yeah, I
And
would say maybe more.
He was a DJ at night, and during the day he worked in the store. And I remember him bragging to me about, he was asking about where I was going to go to college. He's like, I didn't go to college. Yeah, I'll tell you what,
Really?
you don't need to go
Shocking.
to college if you want to do this. And I clear like 40 grand a year that the IRS knows about. I remember him saying that line. He's just that kind of guy, right? Real, hey. And the best part about it was when I went in for one of the first times I'd met him. I'd met him, and then I went back maybe the next time, and I forgot he introduced himself as Big Ed, but I forgot that, and the guy was morbidly obese. And so it's like, hey, Fat Ed, what's going on? He's like, actually, it's Big Ed, but that's okay. I don't remember your name either.
I remember that.
Actually, it's Big Ed, not Fat Ed.
Hey,
sorry.
Fat Ed.
I'm sorry. Fat Ed. He was a really nice guy. He actually, yeah. Anyway, he was. I would go in there. I'd go in there and talk to Fat Ed, and buy CDs to play at middle school dances.
I remember the Pioneer. They were Pioneer CD drives, and they were
Yep.
really, really cool. They would blink as you put it in, and like that you had some cool stuff. Do you still have that stuff?
No,
Did you
sold
sell it
all
or just chuck it?
a
Yeah.
long time ago. Yeah, I sold it.
Did you get any of your money back? Like anything
Yeah,
worth?
I mean, I didn't give them away. I'm trying to think when I sold them. It's probably 15 years ago now, and I sold it to some guy some church. At
yeah, it's
maybe 40% of what I paid for it all.
it's not bad.
The things were so big. The speakers were humongous and heavy.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a lot of shit. And if you're not using it, it's like just taking up space.
I
But,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like I made some runs for you to Fat Ed.
Maybe with me. I remember going into Rockin'
with
Bob's
you.
for the first time, and you you go, hey, have you ever, there's just speakers everywhere, and he's like, have you ever turned all of them on at the same time and played something? Rocket Bob's like, no, I haven't done that. And you go, well, if you ever do, let me know. I'll come over. I want to be here.
It's funny. That's probably what I would say if I walked in there today again. I'm not surprised to hear that I said that.
Yeah. So let's take a look around. Let's see what else we got here. So what kind of camper?
It's a little too blurry. Yeah, there we go.
What kind of camper do you have to be to have a name, a campground named after you? The Richard Hopkins Campgrounds and RV Lot. First of all, is this it?
Yeah.
Is this the entire lot? This is somebody's house.
I would say so. I would say that's accurate. Campground. No, it must be. It must be the patches across the street too. It was like that. There's just no one there at the moment.
Yeah. The Richard Hopkins is a very well organized and mannered character, an excellent person to pay rent to.
Oh, so he's alive.
Yeah, I guess that's the guy. He named his own campground.
Right. Okay. I thought it was named after like the guy who started the business. Well, it might be, but typically you don't use your own name. You're toying around with the music, huh?
Just switching it up, man.
I like it.
Trying to keep it fresh. So you got the Richard. I mean, that's a good escape from the bustling metropolis that is Waynesburg. So yeah.
Sheets, love sheets, Savannah drilling, oil. Okay, so this is like shale, Marcellus shale land.
Is it? Marcellus shale is natural gas, man. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not oil.
But also, is there like oil
in
Western Pennsylvania?
What's the 4.3? Let's see what the reviews are here. It's okay. Perfect. Hold on. It's better than just okay. 5 stars.
I like it. Can we see the go back to the guy who said it's just okay?
Yeah.
Because it looks like he said he's a local guide. I want to see.
Everybody's a local guide, man. They pump you up with those labels on Google.
All right. Yeah, I've been actually I keep trying to tell myself to do more Google reviews.
Maybe that'll be a good one. Just do it.
Because I want to get free shit.
So we gave Little Caesars 5 stars. So that's
very nice. Also,
KFC,
look at the one above KFC. Great food.
Man, he loves everything.
Also,
Wendy's.
Love it. Wendy's, great food.
Pennsylvania Live stock auction. Where is this? Is this in the exit that we are looking at?
I believe it's Pennsylvania livestock auction. Not Pennsylvania's live stock auction. They're not auctioning off securities.
Are you sure? Maybe they do both.
They might.
Yeah, you're not sure. You're not sure. Yeah. Man, there's a lot going on here. West Waynesburg.
Take me into town. I want to see what's going on in town.
All right, let's check it out.
Yeah, let me just scan.
Yeah, you look. A lot of hair places. New Lamb's Garden, Chinese restaurant.
Banks.
These are the kinds of places that are cool, man. I'll tell you what about Western Pennsylvania. These are the kinds of towns that are fun. They're interesting. Some of them have decent places to eat, stuff like that. I've traveled a lot of places in the country, and there's these little places is where a lot of the nursing homes I was going to were located, and they're cool. I like them, but I wouldn't want to live there, right?
I don't know. Sometimes I think I would. Like
I don't know.
simpler. We talked about this. Simpler life. So shrinking the world that you shrinking your like being a part of a community is what we all need as human beings, and it's very hard to do that in a big city.
It is, but I don't know if I want to do that.
You don't want to be known.
Like
and
I don't want to live
notable.
in this house. I don't want to live in this house, in this place. First of all, can they just scooch it over a little bit?
You got the one on the end. Your neighbors are jealous of that.
No, the neighbor. These people have to be annoyed that this is how close their houses are. I mean,
especially when there's more space on each side.
We're in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania here. How densely populated were they expecting this to be? That they're like, we got to build these houses a foot apart. There is too much going on here. I mean, just take a look around.
Yeah.
We need more housing.
Yeah. So, in the place across the street, is that two houses? Is that a dupe? Yeah, it's two houses, smack dab next to each other, connected.
Literally connected. Yeah. Little disrepair going on here.
Doesn't look terrible.
Nah, it's not. It's not. And there's stuff. You got a Farley's Hotel Cafe ice cream. That looks nice, right?
Does look nice.
But yeah, there's exit 14 for you. There's exit 14.
What did we ever find out what was going on at Hands and Feet?
We did not. Hands and Feet Ministries, you mean?
Yeah, the ministries.
Yeah. Just Raymond Stewart. He must live there, but there's no review. There's no
can we
website.
check out Raymond Stewart? Can we see the man who reviewed it? Because I'm guessing he's the pastor. Foxwood Custom Designs. Okay. Oh, golfer. This man
fan of the Outer Banks.
So okay, truck services, golf in the Outer Banks, and a custom design shop, and a dive bar.
He's got his hands in a lot of different things. He's a modern day.
There we go. Oliviero's Ristorante on the Wharf in Morgantown, West Virginia. I want to see. Can you expand that? Food. Wow.
555.
So he didn't want to say 5 stars for food, service, and atmosphere. He wanted to give 5 stars and then also give them 5s in food, service, and atmosphere. I like that. Seems like a overly complicated way to leave a review, but okay. This guy's not as interesting as I thought he would be.
No, I mean, look, you never know.
He rated another church above
which
Waynesburg Bible Chapel.
You'd think it'd be 1 star, right? If he's trying to drive people to the Hands and Feet Ministries.
Yeah, you can't love every church you go into, my guy.
Yeah, listen, religion is a cutthroat business.
Oh,
the Hands and Feet
wait,
Ministry.
Go back up. Neptunes. So they get 3,
Yikes.
but a 4 in service.
3 in atmosphere. Let's take a look.
I mean, they tried.
Let's take a look at this atmosphere. What a shithole.
Yeah.
It's a beach bar. I mean, that looks good. What are you expecting? I mean, look, you're eating on the water in front of, what do you want, a white tablecloth?
They could have put a little more effort into it, but yeah, it doesn't look terrible. You're on the beach. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, this was not posted by Neptune's Kitchen and Dive Bar. This was posted by Darren Hovell.
Right.
Doing the Lord's work, going out there and not
taking pictures of
these
shrimp
are the unfiltered pictures. Like, if you're Cammy Renz, you're like, you know what? I got to take a picture of this.
Yeah, this people needs shrimp.
Look at this. Look at all this.
Needs to live on a server that will outlast humanity.
I mean, that looks nice. Look at gazpacho.
Is that what that is? Hold on. You think that's gazpacho? I think that's a dessert. With guacamole on it. I
definitely don't think it's a dessert. What
do you think the drizzle is? Soy?
Yeah, like a soy. Is this the bottom of the
You're right.
plate,
That's
or
tuna. Yeah, I don't know, man.
is
This
that a
is this
soup?
is if it's a soup, it's hardened and everything is sitting on top.
Right? I can't tell. Maybe it's one of those like kind of barrage. I don't know. I guess we gotta
No,
go
that's got
find
to be
out.
tuna. You can tell it's tuna.
All right, we're moving along because
Okay.
we got 15
Just
minutes
saying.
here.
That's weird.
I'm just saying.
Just saying, that's weird. You got
So let's get into the
hot spacho.
let's get into the real things here.
I got one ready for this.
This is a good one.
I got a
think
banner
this
ready
is-
for this.
Go ahead. Okay. There you have it. So look, I think we got to start with Bayer. Who I've
there's
never
one-
met. I've never met a person who's ever ingested a Bayer tablet.
Yes, you have. That's aspirin.
Okay, but it's not Bayer brand.
No, I
if I'm
believe
buying aspirin,
Bayer-
I'm buying aspirin.
But I believe they own the trademark to aspirin.
Whatever. Fight me.
No, I agree. It's stupid and it shouldn't be a medicine. Like, it's very stupid.
What? Why would you take aspirin over Motrin?
Or Advil or Tylenol.
Well, that's yeah, like ibuprofen. That Tylenol is Tylenol aspirin?
No.
Are you sure?
Tylenol's acetaminophen.
Okay. So
I
then
actually don't. I think
know.
aspirin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what aspirin is, but it's like it sounds
Okay.
like something Bernie Sanders would say. Sit down. Take an aspirin. You're giving
Have
me
a
a
ba-
headache.
I have Bayer. I don't have aspirin, but I have Bayer.
I have a Bayer in my pocket.
Just a
My
loose
right
Bayer.
jacket pocket.
I keep a loose Bayer in the.
He probably does because aren't you supposed to take an aspirin like for your heart?
Is that what it is? Is that why
Yeah, I
people
think
take
like-
Bayer?
Yeah, my mom and dad take like a baby aspirin for that, something like that. But it's
Well,
not
look,
Bayer.
We're gonna. This is not children's Motrin, but this is just regular Motrin, ibuprofen. That's like, dude, I think that has to be number one.
Okay, so I've never taken a Motrin. A Motrin, I believe, has caffeine in it.
No.
No? Which
No.
one has caffeine in it?
Excedrin does
Excedrin,
for
that's right,
migraines,
that's right.
like the stuff
Yeah,
for
yeah, that's right.
migraines.
Yeah, I've never taken
Motrin's-
Motrin before.
That's crazy. So what painkiller do you take?
Advil,
If you have a headache.
a Tylenol if I have a headache, and then
Okay.
like Advil or Aleve for like golfing muscle or injuries.
Advil, and I think Aleve is the same thing. It's just time released. Advil and Motrin are the same thing.
No, Aleve is naproxen, just a different chemical cascade.
Okay.
but
Okay, fine. I've
Same
never
purpose.
taken Aleve. And it's
yeah, I
not
like
even on
Aleve
this
because you
list.
just take one for all day. No, it's there. You see where it says all day relief? That's naproxen, the Walgreens
one.
bottle. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't vouch for Motrin, but if you say, I believe you.
It's not as good as Advil's like the ultimate OTC medicine.
Dude, not only, but like brand name Advil with like the candy coated smooth pills. You know what I mean? How they're kind of sweet when you put them on your
Yeah.
tongue. I love me some Advil, but I never have it. We always buy the generic, which doesn't have the candy coating. And like just the size of the pill and like the shape of it, smooth, and it says Advil on it. I love that. I think they're such a good looking medicine.
What a brand. If you had Advil branded like a hat, I'd wear an Advil hat.
Yeah. I would
I'll
definitely wear Advil.
Yeah, an Advil shirt to a function. The gel caps, I think that's what they're called.
The liquid
Liquid gels are the best. Man, they are. The Advil liquid gels are my favorite over the counter medicine.
Yeah, they're
Of all
fun
time.
too. They're fun to play with. They're spongy and they're just fun.
I had some in my golf bag and they melted and they kind of started leaking, but they were still kind of together. And so I tried to take some. As soon as I put it in my mouth, that liquid hit my tongue. I had to literally spit them out. This is at a staging area of a member guest, so there's people around. That is a nasty flavor, man. That is not something.
It's really.
Oh,
yeah, I've never gotten to that point, but I've always been curious. It looks like Listerine. It looks like refreshing and cool. When they show the commercial of like the liquid gel liquid across the screen, it looks like it'd be delicious. But I guess you just saved me some discomfort.
Yeah, no need to test that.
Now I don't have to try it. Yeah.
Pepto.
Okay. Here's what I like about Pepto-Bismol. I like that the generic form is called Pink Bismuth. That I like. So I think that gets it away from. It moves it up from. It moves it up from D, but it certainly doesn't work.
You don't think so?
I mean, the times that it works the same way that Tums works. If you have mild heartburn or upset stomach, but if you're the medicine that I really wanted to see on here, which I think is the pinnacle of over-the-counter medicines, is Imodium AD. That works. That stuff works like too well. Like I've been in situations where I'm like, if I take an Imodium, that's it. We're shut down for a few days. But it's gonna stop what's happening right now. It's a real Sophie's choice.
Yeah, and then you got to take the whatever the opposite of Imodium AD is to.
Yeah,
it begins the cycle.
It does
until you eventually just have to live with it, and then you get back to normal.
Yeah,
you're just delaying. Right. You're just delaying the problem. You're pushing it, kicking it down the road.
But I do have fond memories of the pink liquid on a spoon that my mom giving it to me when I was sick as a kid. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, so we'll see. Then that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
It does. The taste is decent. We have a bunch of. It looks like a bunch of cold medicines here. So these, whatever.
That's a leave.
I don't want to. Yeah. I don't take a leave. I'm not into it.
Okay, so it's a little harder on your stomach, but it lasts all day. So you take one pill, you go golfing all day. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to have it in your golf bag, and then they explode into your mouth, and you taste the rancid liquid of Advil liquid gels. So I'm going to say A.
Okay. A. Right next to Children's Motrin. So now it looks like, and then Pepcid. I think this stuff is great.
Yeah, it works.
I took a lot of Pepcid. It's still not as good as Advil, but it works. It also works too well. Isn't this the stuff that is like giving people problems?
I'm assuming that's the case for all of these.
Yeah, right. Eventually, if you take too much of this, you're gonna have to take something stronger than this.
Yeah,
to counteract all that. So now we have a bunch of cold medicine here.
Yeah, Coldies D.
Yeah,
we have
I don't
some.
even know what that is.
It's supposed to be like an emergency or one of those things that are like Zicam that you take, and it's a bunch of zinc, and it gives you. It's supposed to shorten your illness. It's never worked.
You take it when
an
you
hour and a half to dissolve on your tongue.
Yeah, that's one of the stuff you take when you feel like you're getting sick,
or if you are sick. Yeah,
get out of here with that shit. I'm not trying to speed it up. I'm trying to stop the symptoms. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to mask symptoms. That's what I want.
Of these three, and let's just pretend that these are the D version of all of these medicines.
One of these I believe is S tier. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we agree on that.
They've taken over cold medicine.
These two down there.
Yeah, fucking Allegra.
But Mucinex D is the only thing worth buying if you are congested. I totally agree. I could survive off of these two.
Yep.
And that'd be the only thing. As a matter of fact, that might be the only thing that I have in my cabinet.
Although there is another there's two other things I would use if I get like the flu really bad and get congested, right? Like anything that's like a really bad congestion. And people get hooked on it. A lot of people
What's
have been
that?
hooked on it. Afrin nasal spray. Oh, you've never
Hooked
used
on
this
that.
stuff? Have you ever used it? Yes. You're not supposed to use it for more than 3 days, but some people get hooked on it.
I've used nasal spray, but what's so different about Afrin? Is it D? Does it have a
Oh.
decongestion in it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I only say Afrin because that's the only one I've used. But I would assume it's the same with all. Well, no, because I think I used another kind of nasal spray that was just saline, right? That kind of opens up your But Afrin will you're so congested you can't breathe through your nose. You're still going to be congested, but it opens up your nasal passages so you can breathe through your nose again. It's good. Like I would do it before I
that's great.
slept so that I could not mouth breathe all night, right? Even though I do that anyway.
Totally agree. If there was, we were having this discussion last weekend. If there was a surgery, and there may be, then I just haven't looked into it. Every night, my sinuses just close up. Period.
Really?
Every night. Yep. Every night, and it sucks.
You sleep on your back?
Right? No, I sleep on my side, and then I'd play the whole fucking game where you switch sides and it changes which nostril you can breathe out of. If there was a surgery that could fix that, I would definitely consider it.
Oh, that's miserable, man. I don't know.
Does that not happen to you? Do you not
No.
at night your sinuses don't get stuffy?
So I usually keep a box of tissues next to the bed because they'll sometimes drain right when right before I go to sleep, but no, not every night. No.
Okay.
If I'm sick, yes, but not regularly.
Maybe I need some Mucinex D or
Afrin.
Afrin
will, dude, you're gonna get hooked.
I'll find got an Afrin. As long as that's not the one that you have to buy behind the counter, I think you're fine.
I honestly, man, every time I go to buy cold medicine, Allison is sick and I was just buying her, I think it was Mucinex or something. And it was it was the Mucinex nighttime version because she was having a tough time sleeping, and that they needed to check my ID to buy that.
Yeah.
They've got everything locked down.
Recently, they just came out and said all the cold medicine that you can buy without having to show your ID doesn't work.
Right.
Whatever the active ingredient is, it doesn't do what it says it's going to do. So you have to go up to the counter and you got to show your ID and feel like a real junkie.
Right.
To buy the good stuff that actually works.
Yeah. So Afrin might be in that camp, but there's just very few medicines that work. I'm not saying it solves all your problems, but it does exactly what you need it to do every single time. And there is a good feeling,
the feeling of being able to breathe is one that's it's worth going after. Right. It's worth exploring. Yeah, it's intoxicating, literally. Well, there you have it. There's the over-the-counter medicine tier lists. Definitive.
Whoever created this missed some big ones.
It wasn't. I had thought that I had a better one, but this is what I found. I've got other ones. I've got other ones that we're gonna work through. I was just looking through this website. I got 6 more. I'll read them. Next one's gonna be Harry Styles fashion moments.
Ooh.
Wild animals I can beat in a fight.
I saw that one.
States. I think we rank the states. I think we gotta do that.
Yeah, that will take a long time, but yeah.
American buffet foods.
Right.
The noble gases. And different weather events.
Yeah, different weather events is good. I don't know any noble gases off the top of my head.
Me neither. But, that's why we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out along the way.
So did you see we drove some curiosity?
I did not.
We drove some viewership.
Well, that's
to
good.
Our past episodes. Yeah.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think this is that is. I was thinking about roles for this.
Viewers.
You are good at you are the sales guy. You are the marketing guy. That is your thing. I will come up with stuff for. I will populate the agendas,
Got it.
and I think those are good.
Yeah.
Division of labor.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's playing to our strengths.
It is. So yeah, let's keep going. We'll do it again on Friday. I gotta roll.
Yes.
But
All right, buddy.
again, another show in the books.
All right.
Okay, man.
I will. I'll talk to you on Friday.
See ya later.
Later.